What's going on, everyone? Alex De Silva, Lucy De Silva. I was going to say Lucy Kai from before, from back in the days. Not Kai anymore. It's Lucy De Silva. I hope you're well. Welcome to your daily dose of live happiness, live on Facebook from our own living room. Yay!
Going mad.
We are going mad. We're going crazy, people. What's going on? When can we go out? I just wanted to check in with you guys as always, just to see how you are. I've just been thinking and watching and just seeing what's been going on this week. And it's been really, really interesting because the thing that came up, I've seen a few posts, was about passion. We laughed because Lucy found a post, a few of our friends found a post, which somebody... That's just Ruby watching one of her little programs.
What are you doing?
I'm just going to show you because this is live, obviously. So we were talking about passion, and I remember just looking at this post, and it was, I'm paraphrasing, but it was basically saying, you know, during this time now, we're in isolation. If you haven't learned a new language or learned a new course or done something productive, you basically wasted your time. And I laughed because the response to it was pretty much our thought, but also I laughed because this is the typical messaging out in the world right now, all the time. It's that constant messaging that you are not good enough to be an entrepreneur. You are not good enough the way you look. You're not good enough with the way you speak. You're not good enough with your job. You're not good enough with your relationship. You're not good enough as a mum, as a dad, as a son, as a daughter. You are just not good enough. And magazines tell you that. Social media tells you that. And it's this constant messaging that we need to do more and more and more all the time. To a level, I understand. And I agree that we should always, I use 3 words: learn, grow, and develop. And that can be extended throughout, life, in all areas of your life. You learn, you grow, you develop. I truly believe, hand on heart, that's why we're here in the world. We're here to learn, to grow, and to develop. Now, does that mean that I have to be like Lucy? Lucy's phenomenal as a psychotherapist, like how she connects with people, what she does with people, how she gets them to connect with a lot of stuff people just don't want to talk about. She even does it to me, and that's her gift. That's her power. She inspires women. She inspires me. She inspires men as well. It's phenomenal. Now, I'd like to think I can inspire people, but I'm more motivational. I like to think, right? Yeah. Probably more the motivational. That's why I'm a coach, because I like to coach and motivate people, and I like to just get the best out of people. Like when I do these videos, that's my gift. That's my gift. That's what I love to do. So I've realized that what my gift is, I channel that now, because people say you have to work on your weakness, strengthen your weakness, and then you spend all your life working on things that you're not good enough at, and because they're not your passion, you continue to feel like you're not good enough. And because you're not improving in something you're not passionate about, what do you feel? Not good enough. But what about your strengths? What about your passion? What about the things that make you thrive? What about the things that make you, want to succeed, want to get out of bed in the morning, want to turn around and say, right, I'm going to smash the day today? What about those things? What about focusing on that? And that's what I've started to realize, as we're here at home and a lot of us we're in isolation, whether you like it or not, whether the fucking flu has killed more people, than this thing ever will, whatever it is, whether it's conspiracy, whether it's 5G, whether it's, someone behind, a mask, whether it's a lizard, whether it's an alien, I don't care. To be fair, it doesn't matter to me anymore. I'm so bored of everything that's going on social media, because every single thing, all it does, it brings fear. Everything brings fear consistently. And it's either fear or you're not good enough. Fear or you're not good enough. So I want to share these videos every single day to show you that you don't have to get involved in this stuff. Focus on the things that you love. Focus on your passions. Focus on what makes you happy, what makes you smile, whether it's just chilling with your wife and your daughter. I wish the other two were here as well, so we had the household that we usually have, where it's just full of us. And we were saying this morning, weren't we? We were talking about, this weekend usually being, Easter weekend. The kids are here. I'll say kids. Maddie's 16 going on 30. Brandon's 22, going on 22. And, I love it because we're all here. Ruby's 19 months going on 12. She's already going through teenage years, which is, she has tantrums and, I just don't really, well, that's a child for you there. I don't really know how to describe them, but they're phenomenal. Tiring, there you go. But they're phenomenal. And, I want to really just emphasize, find that passion. Mike, you put on here, just wanted to let you know, I open a CBD store soon, or you will be opening a CBD store. And last time I spoke to you, I was in a dark place. I'm just going to hit more here so I can carry on reading it. Oh, what's happening? Hang on. Thank you for your messages. Absolutely, brother. See, there you go. Good. That's the passion there. There you go, people. It says it right there. It's on a comment. Do what you love. This is the stuff. Going from a dark place to opening something that you're passionate about, something you love. There it is, right there. Good. I love that. And that's the kind of stuff I keep talking about. This is what I bang on about, is finding your passion, not what it's advertised on Facebook, not what it's advertised on social media, things that you should be doing, or learning a new language or doing shit that bores you. Really do things that you really love. Hey, what have you got to say, Luce?
Just echoing what you were saying about the that kind of the push on social media of people saying, if you haven't learned a new skill, or if you haven't learned a new language, or one I saw said, if you haven't got your side hustle sorted out before you've left lockdown, then you've lacked discipline. And it's like, when I saw that post, it made me really angry, but really upset in the same, in equal measure, because it's the attitude of our society nowadays, is that you're never doing enough. It doesn't matter what it is, you're never doing enough. And people don't seem to realise that the world is going through a pandemic, and there are thousands of people dying. And so sometimes, like on some days, the least you can do is get up and maybe even get out of bed, and that might be all you can manage to do, because there's a collective worldwide trauma going on, and people are pressuring you to learn a new language and sort out your side shuffle, and if you haven't done that, then you're just not good enough. It's absolute bullshit. I think that's the problem that we've got in society, is that there's always pressure to be better than what you are currently today. And I still have to work on my self-talk, telling myself every day that I'm good enough just as I am, not pressuring myself to be better every single day, that I have to do better, otherwise I'm still not good enough. And some days I'm not going to do better, some days I'm going to do worse, some days I'm going to take steps back. What does that mean? I'm not as good a person because I've had a bad day? No, it doesn't mean that at all. It means that, like I said, the world is going through a collective trauma, and however you manage that is good enough. Even if you need to lay in bed all day, which would be an absolute, we'd love to be able to do that, but we can't, because we've got Ruby to think about. But if you can do that, and that's what you need, then just do it. If that's what your body is telling you that it needs, then just do it. You just need to do what's right for you. That's all I really wanted to say. And also just what you touched on very quickly as well, is around the conspiracy stuff that's going around on Facebook and all different social media platforms. Again, I think that I've said to Alex that there is a place if it's needed in the world for people to be open-minded and consider that there may be other stuff going on. But what I truly believe is that because of what we are going through right now, that stuff still doesn't help, because it's still putting people in fear. So the fear is happening that we're in a worldwide pandemic. Then there's loads of videos on Facebook saying, oh, we're being controlled by the government, or, you know, whatever it is that's saying about coronavirus, that someone made it, or that it's China trying to, you know, we're at war, or whatever it is, whatever the conspiracy theory is. It doesn't really matter what it is. It's still making people fearful, and it's having a really, really negative effect on people. Unbelievable. Oh yeah, Laura, you like my shirt? Yeah, you inspired me to get this shirt. Yeah, so you know, that's just all I wanted to say about that as well. I sounded like Forrest Gump then.
Lucy could do it with the accent as well, but let's not get into that.
No, this is a live video as well. Just because I realised that, you know, you can get sucked down that rabbit hole, and it can, you know, I just think if anything is making you feel fearful, then it's just not worth your time at the moment. That we're just trying to get through these next few weeks by having, you know, some kind of sanity and just looking after yourself and your mental health as well. So
100%.
that's all I wanted to say, really.
That's it, guys, and that's why I keep trying to, you know, again, and where these ideas and these things are coming from. These are coming from things that we're doing. You know, these are coming from things where we've had to, you know, to look at a new routine. You know, we've had to change our daily routines around. You know, we've had to change the way that we're looking at our business, the way that we're doing business. You know, we've had to put things in place to make sure that, you know, we survive like everybody else. You know, but what we haven't done is gone into the, oh, you know, why is this happening to me? Poor me, blah, 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 which is quite easy to do. And I'll be honest, I have done before. You know, I have done many times. That was me all over. And if this has happened a few years ago, that would have been me all over. I lost my job, this, effing that. I would have been posting it all over the social media and causing absolute chaos. 1 minute I would have been COVID-19, next minute I would have been conspiracy, and I would have just gone deep down into that rabbit hole. But I've realized that, you know, it doesn't bring me any joy. It doesn't bring me happiness. It doesn't bring me fulfillment. It doesn't, you know... And when things like that, if it doesn't bring me where I want to be, and again, this is where personal choice is so important. Where do you want to be? How do you want to feel? You know, where do you want to go? Like, we still have, as long as we're following guidelines, of course, like, we get people watching from all over the world, so guidelines may be different, but whatever yours is allowing you to do, then follow those guidelines. We still have a routine now. We get up in the morning, we chill together in bed. Ruby watches her little music videos that she loves, like little kid stuff. Lucy and I have a little read and we have a chat, you know, and then we go on about our day. And I'll keep banging on about our morning routine. We do prayer and meditation. We practice gratitude and affirmations to make sure that we're healthy in mind and in body and in spirit. And then we have breakfast, and then we go out and do a massive workout, and we go and take Ruby out as well. And thankfully the weather is absolutely stunning, so we enjoy the weather as much as we can safely, following the allowed guidelines. And then we come home, perfect timing, because then she eats and she goes to bed, you know, and then so does Lucy, goes and has a little snooze, and then I have a little snooze on the sofa. But why not? Before, I used to think, oh God, I should be working, I should be doing this, I should be doing that, you know, I should be learning something new, you know, and I'd be panicking all the time. Whereas now I'm thinking, okay, well, do we have everything in place that we need right now? Absolutely. You see what I mean? And that's it. And what you need is a good partner with you. You need to have this shit in your life. Like, you need to have people that, and I say this, I've been banging on about this for years. And as soon as I realized the power of this, and I'm going to share it with you now, the people you surround yourself with, you become. I'll repeat it. The people you surround yourself with, you become. So make sure that you're surrounding yourself with people that inspire you, motivate you, and help you to learn, grow, and develop every single day. If you've got people around you that are dragging you down and they're telling you, oh, you can't be this, you can't be that, you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do that, then get rid of them. In the nicest possible way, you know. You don't
like
have to be.
Analogy, isn't it, of having if there's a bit of rotten fruit in a bowl, and you put a fresh bit of fruit next to that rotten fruit, what happens to that fresh bit of fruit?
Yeah, says it all, doesn't it? And this is simple stuff, and think about that. Just something simple as just the way life breathes, you know, and how we are as individuals. You have to remember, people, we are incredible amounts of energy. Again, scientifically proven. We are like billions of little batteries. You know, we're vibrating this incredible energy. So, you know, in how we vibrate, whether we're vibrating in ego, whether we're vibrating in self-esteem, which is, you know, I always call it the two umbrellas, which is, you know, love and fear, then you're going to attract those people around you. And have a think now. Have a think about, you know, take stock. You know, you can do this after, but take stock. And I've seen people do this where they've taken stock. We've got people to try this out, and they look at their lives and they've realized, actually, I haven't been attracting the right boyfriend or girlfriend. I've done this with somebody the other day, you know, and I got them to write down their ideals. And if you're in a place in your life that you are not happy with, then write down your ideals. I had a chat with my mentor yesterday. This is a guy that sponsors and mentors me, and I was talking to him, and somehow I ended up giving him some advice around stuff, and I was gobsmacked. But listen, we're here to help each other out. And he came off the call and he actually thanked me, and I was calling him to check in with him because that's what we do. And so, look, you know, we're in a current situation at the moment where it's such a beautiful place to be. If you switch it, if you turn that into a positive, now more than ever, take stock around personal things. And again, not to kind of put pressure on yourself. If you don't want to do it, then don't do it. And I'm not making you do anything, but I'm just giving you suggestions, you know, just to use your time effectively. I think that's what it is. It's just for you to use this incredible time that we have effectively. Whether you do it, you do it. You don't, and it's okay. Like Lucy said, if you just want to chill in bed all day, chill in bed all day. Sometimes we do that. Sometimes we just do nothing. There are days where I want to get up and I'll sit in front of the computer all day and just try to work. Just try to learn something that's just going to help me, you know, maybe just do a little bit of marketing better. Maybe just to, you know, just to learn some more information. But look, whatever you are doing, choose your passion, choose the things that you love, because we've been driven into living in fear for so long, and whatever's happening out there, it's happening out there. It has no influence on us, not really, you know. And this is that time when you can really spend for yourself, getting to know who you are, learning to fall in love with you. I know this is going to sound really cheesy, but falling in love with yourself. And listen, I can say that as a man especially, and I say this to men. You need to learn to love yourself, because this whole thing around, you know, depression, fear, anxiety. Look, probably 2 guys just dropped off this video. Because the thing is, the suicide rate, especially now, people, listen to me, especially now being isolated at home, this is really going to affect some people. You cannot run away from your problems now. You are stuck in a place where you really have to sit with yourself. So it's a beautiful place just to be able to just learn to enjoy. And listen, if bad emotions come up, you know, it's okay. You can just deal with them effectively, and things are going to be okay, you know. And tomorrow's a new day, and that's it. Keep it nice and simple. But what do you love doing? What are you passionate about? And I know some people are going to be passionate about the things that they do every day, which they're not going to be able to do. But is there something else? I've heard people start writing books. I've heard people writing poems. You know, I know, you know, I've spoken to a few people who are all of a sudden uncovering things that they used to do as kids. Lucy started drawing, you know, and she ordered like a full kind of drawing kit. for
Paint
you.
by numbers.
Paint by numbers, yeah.
It's not quite my way. My way?
Moe, that's
wine,
an
isn't it?
alcohol. That's
Monet,
champagne.
That's the one, yeah.
Yeah, it's not quite Moe. I love it. At least he's got champagne in the brain.
Champagne on the brain.
Champagne in the brain. Listen, guys, have an amazing day, afternoon, evening, wherever you are in the world. And
Get
as
the
always,
champagne out.
get the
Get
champagne
Moe.
out for those who drink. Yeah, we drink fizzy water with cordial. That's how hardcore we are. Otherwise, we'll be on the floor. But yeah, listen, be great, be fantastic, be absolutely phenomenal today. And thank you, as always, for listening, for laughing, for loving, for sharing, for commenting, seeing that comment, Mikey, because I know you're still watching, dude. I love that. Keep me on top of what's going on for you. Let me know how you're getting on, if we can help in any way. Listen, it's so good to see you in a good place, brother. Really, really love that. Really, really do. And for everybody else that is on here as well, you guys are absolutely phenomenal. And as always, all I ask is just share. Because if somebody can hear something positive that's going to help them throughout the day, then absolutely phenomenal.
Ruby, say goodbye to
Say
everyone.
bye.
Say bye.
Bye. She's like, no, I'm watching the monkey. I'm not saying goodbye. See you guys very soon.
Bye.
Take care.